What's up, MMO Attack fans? This is Zach here, bringing you a first impressions video for World of Tanks, an arena-based multiplayer tank MMO developed by Wargaming.net. And I've got to say, this game is quite unique. You see a lot of MMO FPS games and other multiplayer, arena-based, PvP-oriented games, but you don't see a lot of games that are strictly, well, for one, you don't see a lot of games with tanks, or strictly with tanks. You see a lot of games like Battlefield and things like that where you can get in a tank, but World of Tanks takes it to a completely different level because it's all there are. All you have access to are tanks. And it goes into quite a bit of detail. The level of depth that this game has gone into, that these developers have gone into, is astounding, especially in terms of all the different tanks available, the ways in which you can customize them. They truly seem to have an appreciation for the subject matter. So if you're someone that loves their history but also loves their MMOs, loves their multiplayer games, you owe it to yourself to check out World of Tanks. Anyway, with the most recent update, they have added Chinese tanks to the game, which we're going to try to take a look at with some Chinese tanks. But I'm playing on a press account, and you can just see the huge variety of different different tanks that I have. I'm just scrolling through them all, and it's insane the number of tanks that are in this game just for the Americans alone. There are different factions, of course, that you can pick. You can pick tanks from the Americans, from the British, from the Soviets, from the Germans, and now, of course, with the Chinese. And I'm scrolling. There might be a faster way to do this, but I'm not aware. I'm scrolling through. I'm going to try to find. See, there's some French tanks right there. I mean, let's just click on one. I mean, look at this thing as it updates the vehicle. I mean, look at that. Look how huge that thing is. Look at that thing. That thing is enormous. All right, we're gonna go ahead and look some more. Oh, wow, look at what is this little thing here? Just to show you guys a tremendous difference in terms of size and scale. Look at this little thing. I mean, that's nowhere near as big as the other ones. So, I mean, not only do you have so many, but they're all so different. Okay, we're now into the Russian tanks. We can take a look at some of those. So yeah, if you are a military enthusiast or someone that likes their World War II history, this game is, this game is just brilliant. Okay, as we scroll through here, we finally access the Chinese tanks. Let's take a look at a few of them here. Okay, this one right here, the first one, the Renault NC-31, is a small tank. There are 3 tiers of tanks in World of Tanks. You've got your small tanks, which I'm not sure if that's the proper terminology, medium, and then you got your heavy tanks, and they are pretty much as you'd expect. The small ones are very, very fast, but they're light in armor, so they are sort of, you might say, good for backup, in other words. The heavy tanks can come in first, and then the smaller tanks can come in and then clean up. The larger tanks have a lot more armor, but are much more difficult to maneuver. The medium tanks are sort of in between. They sort of can fill a variety of roles. So we can just take a look at all the different types of tanks. Some of these are heavy, some of these are light, some of these are medium. We're just gonna go ahead and pick one for us so I can show you guys some other things. Let's get this one right here, the Type 59. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I think that'll serve our purpose. So I was talking about, well, I don't know if I mentioned this, but yeah, the amount of customization that you can go over with this game. And it does it sort of in skill trees or tech trees. So let's click the tech tree button, and this being a press account, it pretty much already has everything unlocked already. But we can go ahead and let's see what the Type 59, is that what I am? Type 59. Is it around here somewhere? I'm trying to look for my specific tank. Is it this one here? Possibly. Well, we'll say it is. Anyway, you can click on whatever tank you're using here, for example, and here's a wide variety of different upgrades which you can pick from. And I have a huge number of gold which I can use, which I can get. Gold is pretty much, I think, the currency which you would spend real money on. You can exchange gold for credits. Credits you can actually earn in game, and you can spend on items. For example, this Looks like this upgraded, what do you call this thing? It's at the top of the tank. I don't even know. You can tell my knowledge of all this is not that great. Buy and mount. Oh, it's a turret. Buy and mount turret 131 on vehicle for 8,500 silver. Buy. So see, it's that simple. You research things and then you buy them. I didn't have to research anything for this particular tank, possibly again because it's on a press account, but on my own time I actually did. So we're going to go ahead and back out of all that, and we're going to show you guys some combat. So, looks like we are ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and click battle. There's all sorts of different things you can do, you can just do a random battle, you can invite your friends, you can do some training. Random battles work really, really well. There's tons of people playing this game. This game is incredibly popular. As you can see right here, it says there's over 220 players currently in the queue to try to find a match. It really doesn't take that long to find one, but we're just going to go ahead and we're going to jump in the game. Oh, well, there we go. See, I didn't even have to pause the video. We're already in a match. So it just takes a matter of seconds, which is definitely more than I can say for a lot of games, and especially one like this that's been out for quite a while already. So as you can see our team or the enemy team, and as you can see, there's quite a number of players per map. Okay, now that we are officially in the game, you can check out the graphics, and they are very, very impressive. They are incredibly detailed. You can see forever. The draw distance is incredibly impressive, and it's just very, very colorful. I mean, the ground, everything just sort of pops off of the screen very, very well. So now it's time to play. We're all going to move around. Use the WASD keys to move. You can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. If you zoom in all the way, you can get like a little scope action going on right there, but we're going to zoom back out. And you'll see my targeting reticule, and you'll see that I have two reticules. I have one main one that really doesn't seem to do anything, or it really doesn't ever seem to move. And then I have another one that's inside of it that kind of jumps all over the place depending on where I'm at. The idea here is that the longer you stay focused on one thing, or the longer you go without moving your mouse to change the direction of your turret, the more focused you're actually going to be at actually hitting whatever target you're aiming at. In this game, if we were to play, I should say this, let me just say, this game is definitely, it's tactical. It's not a run and gun game, and how could it be? You're messing around in tanks. So it's all about positioning, getting in the right position, working as a team, attacking at the right time. It's slow paced, definitely so, as evidenced by the fact that you really have to pay attention and take it slow whenever you actually shoot something. But it's not overly so. It's not slow paced to the point where it's just no fun to play. It's actually a lot of fun to play. So, but it's definitely not arcade-like. It's not quite a simulation, but not quite arcade-like. The objectives here are really twofold. The objectives are A, just to kill everyone and everything, or B, to capture the enemy base. And I'm not quite sure what we're going after here, but we're just going to go ahead and see if we can do the best we can. So, if you take a look at if you take a look at the right hand and left hand side of your screen, the left hand side represents my team, all the different players and all the different tank names, and the right hand side represents the enemy teams. The names that are grayed out represent names of players that are or that have been destroyed. And when you are destroyed, you can't respawn. So it's basically a last team standing type deal. And that's sort of, if you die early on, I hope that you can spend a lot of, I hope that you plan to just alt tab for a while, because you're going to be sitting around waiting and you're not going to have a lot to do. Like me right here, if I can avoid getting shot because I'm kind of out in the open, I'm not really shooting anything. I'm just kind of running around. And if you'll notice, most of the people on my team are kind of doing the same thing. They're just kind of hanging out. They're not actually shooting anyone. Most of the people on the other team are doing the same, even though the other team is actually winning. In my experience, I've definitely, I would say, lost more games than I have won. But let's see if we can shoot this guy. Got him! Or somebody. And I'm about to get hit. If I can move out of the way before I get shot again. I don't think that was me that actually killed him. Oh yeah, I got credit for that. I didn't see it on the screen. But yeah. Sometimes it can also be difficult to tell who's hitting you or where. But that's kind of the point of the game, really. Because in a game like this, again, it's tactical. The idea is that you don't need to be out in the open. You don't need to be in a place where the enemy can see you and easily shoot you. So I'm just gonna kind of chill out over here by this little embankment. Can I go on top of this thing? I don't know. Maybe if I actually had some, maybe if I built up some speed. So let me run back and let me try to jump up on top of this little hill here. And why am I doing this? I don't even know. So in the end, let's back out. Let's take a look at some of these things down here at the bottom middle. Looks like we have a health pack. Let's press 5. Medical assistance not required. No injured tankers. What's the 4 key do? Fire extinguisher is inactive. No fire. Looks like it's different kinds of items and ammunition and such. When I was playing on my own, I didn't really have anything, but this press account, it seems to be fully decked out in lots of different cool stuff. And I don't want to get in that guy's line of fire, so I'm going to back out and go the other way. Let's see if I can avoid getting shot just long enough to go see if I can attack someone else. Looks like there's an enemy tank right there, but a tree is in the way. I can't see him. He's over a hill now. I think somebody actually destroyed his tank. Maybe I can catch this guy who's just kind of chilling over there. Let's see if we can get him. He appears to be heading towards our base. Yeah, he got killed. He got shot. He got shot up pretty easily. So now let's go ahead and try to get away with advancing further to their base because they're running out of players and so are we. They have a few more guys than we do, but it's pretty evenly matched right now, I would say. I'm going to come over this hill and hope I don't get hit before the other guy does. As you can see, he's sort of weaving in and out from behind that little outcropping there. Probably not going to do him. They always kill the guys before I get there. And there's one more guy right here, which is probably going to kill me, but we're going to try to attack him anyway. We're going to wait. Loading gun, that didn't work. Maybe I need to get a little bit closer. But he sees me, he knows where I'm at. So let's try to back up and go this way. Move forward a little bit, and let's see. Ah, that was pointless. That was bad. That was bad. Okay, yeah, I need. I wish you could get like. I need repairs. I'm gonna explode probably if I get hit 1 or 2 more times. So we are going to continue on our little journey up towards the enemy base and hopefully capture it. I would love to win. I would love to win this. I would love to actually win a match in this video. I think I've won 2 since I've started playing World of Tanks. Well, since I really took a look at it for a pretty good bit today. And we're gonna. Can I make it up this hill? Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Yeah, there we go. Looks like it's just me and this one other guy over here at the enemy base, and it kind of that's kind of got me worried. Like I expect to be blown out of the water in just a few seconds because I'm sure there's some reason maybe for why they left their base so unguarded. I don't know, but we're going to go over here and hope that we can get away with totally not destroying ourselves. But it looks like my friend here is being attacked by who I don't know. Let's see if I can go ahead and help him out. Not really, I don't think, because I am too far away. Oh wait, there. Okay, now I got a lock on a target. If you've pretty much got a lock on a target, it's going to show your enemy in that red outline. Or I say that, I don't really think I hit the guy there, but he hit me, so I'm going to move now. If I can actually make it. This tank has a lot of armor. That other tank, or the tank that I had, like, is a noob. I would have been so dead by now. I'm gonna run up this way to try to get above this rock so I don't get hit by that other guy. And let's see. Maybe I can get him here? No. No. Gonna run back over here to the area. And yeah, I think it would be within my best interest to stay where. Oh no, he got my friend. Wow, yeah, this is not gonna work out for us. This is not gonna work out for us. Yeah, I need to get out of the way here. Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, yeah, that didn't work out too well. Well, it was worth a shot. Now we have basically one guy left who's just who is fighting the good fight for us. Captain America, it says on his tank. Let's go, Captain America. Let's see what you can do. And he's holding his own here against 4 other guys, but it's not going to matter because they're going to capture our base in about a second. Yeah, there we go. They captured the base. Friendly base captured. So, that's generally going to mean game over. And there we go. And this is a screen that I'm definitely quite familiar with. It is the screen where it shows that you are defeated. You get a certain number of currency and other stuff, experience points that you can get, which you can then apply to researching upgrades and things of that nature. You can press a tab to check the team score, or you can check a more detailed report which tells you lots of things that if you're really into this game you probably care a lot about. But anyway, that about wraps it up for this first impressions video for World of Tanks. If you guys want to check out more about World of Tanks, head on over to MMOattack.com for more news on World of Tanks, more reviews, opinions, giveaways, articles, and other general awesomeness.